Welcome back, everyone. We are on episode number 66 of our Oxygen Not Included All Achievement Run. In our last episode, we kind of did some maintenance on the different setups that we have. This one in particular, we did fix quite a bit of the issues that we have, and it was directly related to the amount of cold we were letting the thermo aqua tuner get through. So what was happening is we had this thermo sensor set to the wrong temperature, and the polluted water was getting way too cold. I wanted to say that again and bring this up for the second time, because personally, I'm someone that learns something by hearing it and doing it more than once. So hopefully it's not too redundant for everyone. We're going to look at it again, right? Let's look at the plumbing. So what was happening is the thermo sensor here was not set correctly, and it was letting this flow through the aqua tuner, and then the pipe just coming out of the aqua tuner was freezing. So the reason that was happening is when any liquid goes through the aqua tuner, it drops 14 degrees Celsius. So if we are at -5 plus degrees, or even lower than -5 degrees, what ends up happening is it gets too close to the threshold of the polluted water's freezing point. So if we click on polluted water, it's -20.6 degrees Celsius for the freezing. So that's what was happening on the pipe coming out of the thermo aqua tuner. So to fix that, we did two things. We added a buffer here with a liquid reservoir. This accounts for the water, and it helps the loop stay in motion. It also helps equalize the water that is coming through the entire loop. So now the thermo aqua tuner will not run unless it is at 0 degrees Celsius. If it's lower than that, it will not run, right? And then the other thing I wanted to mention is we are not doing anything extravagant with this water coming out of the cool steam vent. All we are doing is turning it into water from the steam, because it's really not a very high temperature. It's 110 degrees Celsius, right? So what we know about that is the water evaporation point is 99.4. So cooling it down about 10 degrees is the easier feat, instead of the evaporation, which goes all the way up to, keeping it at 99.4 degrees, right? So going down from 110 to 99 is easier than keeping it above 99 degrees Celsius. So that's why we do this setup, just so that way it knocks down the temperature. We are going to throw it into these liquid reservoirs, and then probably cool the liquid reservoirs. Maybe have another setup with an aqua tuner. Haven't quite decided yet, but at least this gives us a location for the water to pump into. I mean, if we look, that's pretty hot. It's 92.9 degrees, right? And we let some ice sit in here, so it's pretty pretty chilly. So we will make adjustments to this when the cool steam vent goes dormant in the next 53 cycles, but right now it's fine the way it is, and we can kind of just move forward with how we have things set up for now. We need to change some of the pipe. We ran out of material, which is a constant struggle when you have a million things being done at the same time. So I think what we should do is trim the stuff that we don't need anymore, and add where we do need stuff. One of the achievements that I would like to get to, it won't be in this episode, but it will be relatively soon, is the one where the duplicates are in Atmosuits pretty much for 5 cycles, I think it was. Let's see, where's it at? It is... Here. No, that's auto sweepers. Let's see. For 10 cycles in a row, have every duplicate in a colony complete at least one errand while wearing an exosuit. This is what we want to try and do, and we have to. Every single one of them needs to have that every cycle. So the only way I can see doing that would be to have exits coming out of their bedrooms, specifically tied to Atmosuits. So the Atmosuit exit is the only way to do that, and we have to do that for every duplicate, including the ones on the other asteroid. So that's just kind of what we're gonna work towards, and kind of make the base more and more efficient as we continue this. We may adjust this food the way it is right now is fine, but I'd like to utilize the space more effectively, and I think we did not do that in the first few 100 cycles, so that's kind of one of the other things I would like to do. Let's go up here, and this is all set up the way we want it to. I don't want any of this water to go to waste, so let's do this. We're going to cut the pipes going into the bathrooms here, so then they'll use them at least one more time, and then it'll say, oh, I don't have any water, and then we'll get rid of those and let them deal with that up here instead. Right? I mean, these look way better, right? The Largish Mermaid and the Guardian, and they are both masterpieces. They look fantastic. And better with the rainy dot print in the back instead of the cafe print. So, let's continue. Let's see, this erupts in half a cycle. We may start cleaning all of this up. It just depends on what we want to do. One of the other recommendations that I want to get to is actually doable right here. We are going to create a liquid lock right coming out of these, so that way it is truly a... What am I thinking of here? So we don't have atmosphere going back and forth, and we don't have to worry about all of it going back and forth. And then we can get rid of this door, put it all in insulated tiles, right? That kind of thing. So that's what we are going to work on once all this is taken care of. And we'll move the transit tube over a little bit. Probably want to mop all of that up. That does not look great. All over the place. Another recommendation that I am going to take into account, like right now, is the Wheezeworts. Throwing the Wheezeworts right next to all of this is going to be super helpful. Maybe we don't need one right there, but maybe we have one at the top. Let's go with 2. Let's just start with 2, and then we will change it after that. Actually, we'll do it on the middle and the top. And the reason I want to put those there is we are going to have shipping. We want an auto sweeper that has capabilities of hitting both of those. And then we're going to have a storage bin right here. And that's going to have phosphorite in it, just to throw it at both of those Wheezeworts. So there'll be some manual deliveries, but we'll fix it and kind of let it do what we need it to, right? Alright, let's change this to an 8. There we go. We have 769,324 calories. Holy cow, that's a lot. Friends would be proud of me. It really does drive me crazy to have so many calories. Ooh, we've got bog jelly. They're making swampy delights over here. You know, we should put a lot of this on a refrigerator. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go food, refrigerator. We'll just put that right here since it's pretty close. Okay, let's go back to the main area. Did those get done? No, they didn't. They're taking their sweet time. And that's okay. That happens. Okay, and then we will do that. I don't want to get rid of any of this yet. But having Wheezeworts maybe on all four corners. How about that? But then we've got to have that on both sides. Never mind. What am I thinking? Get it together, Dom. Get it together. Alright, we have some tasks in play, so we're going to have them do that. And then, so for a liquid lock, since we know how to do that, there we go. Air is flowing up and down. We can probably let that not happen anymore. Alright, and then bottler here. Bottler here. I wonder, can they reach all this? Let's see. 9? Can they reach this? I hope so. But this is going to be very helpful to keep the oxygen from one side to the other without having them deal with the exchange from oxygen on one side of the doors to the next. We can open this up officially, and then they don't have to worry about stopping for 5.5 seconds or whatever it is, 0.05. I don't know if that's the right term, or not term, but amount, but that's just what we're going to do. Have them finish that off. Okay. So let's look at this. So instead of these pipes heating up over here, they are heating up in the base. And that's what we want. Sorry if you hear my kitty, he's kind of needy sometimes. Probably should open these doors. Yeah, let's do that. And then copy settings. Just open all the doors. I don't know why it didn't apply. That's fine. Let's open it. There we go. I really like this idea. Thank you so much for the suggestion of adding a liquid lock after the Atmosuit sections. We're gonna do that on both sides. Just gonna need to wait a little bit for this one. I pulled apart all of that so we can remove this, because we are going to redo where all this stuff is located. We want to get some of this piping back. We're going to get rid of the buildings here, so let's get rid of all of this. I'm going to leave that all the way up there for now. There we go. We don't want them to take away the tiles that they can walk on. Okay, so now that this is made, let's just throw regular water. I don't really... Well, no. Let's do brine. Because it's colder, if it gets too cold, I don't want it to freeze, so we're going to put brine here instead. Alright, so another thing we need to do is add this in the center. And those on the outside. That's going to allow this carbon dioxide to flow directly down. This door should be set to the left, which it is. Oh, why do we have 4? What did I do? Here, I did not mean to do that. For some reason, we have 4 actual bathrooms. So we'll let them use that one and then run out of... Alright, pipe is empty. We can deconstruct that without having the pipe issues. Empty pipe. There we go. Oh, we have something here. A Drecklet. That is turning into barbecue. Alright. Let's see. Okay, this is done. So let's add the Wheezewort. And then do the same thing here. Wart seed. Right? And then we want phosphorit. I'm just gonna search for it. We don't need 20,000. Maybe, let's see. How much do they take per cycle? Negative 4,000 grams. So we'll leave it at 20,000 for now. And then this needs power. 120. How much is on this one? 260. Oh, that is definitely enough. There we go. So now this is going to cool it even further as stuff comes out. We're going to have 2 of them. I could even throw another one here. The other good thing about having the Wheezeworts here is the radiation. If you have any germs inside of the gases, it will remove the germs, right? We've done that multiple times, and it really helps remove the germs. You can deconstruct this Wheezewort now. I don't think we have any germs in any of this anymore. Nope, 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 nope. No more germs. Perfect. Okay, conveyor rail is blocked. We did need to fix that, so let's go back to shipping. Conveyor rail is not taking this anywhere. So, let's go over and yeah, there we go. And then we're gonna just drop that right here. And then we're also going to just cut the wire. Eventually we'll need to put more phosphorit over here, but I think there's a bunch from it just dropping. Yeah, we have a whole bunch there. Good. Okay. Hatchlings are good. Dreckos seem okay. We have a spot open in this one and in this one. Okay, let's move up. See, this is going to continually provide us with polluted water with natural gas, right? So that's another thing that we should do as well. We should put this here to cool all of that. Let's see. Let's go here. And I apologize if you heard the Discord. Forgot to put it on the right mode. So we're going to cool this natural gas a little bit. It seems to slowly take in the ambient heat in the area. I wonder if we can see what the heat capacity is. Let's see, properties. Okay, so it's not that great, but at least we can cool it down before it goes throughout the base. And then let's see, has this actually... already you can see a difference with the Wheezewort. My gosh. That's great. That is super great. Let's do... Is there 2 types of water? It is. Alright, so let's do plumbing and pitcher pump. We'll do that right here. We're going to use that to get... Oh, you know what we didn't do? Enable auto bottling. Same thing for this one. We don't need a ton of it. We just want to create a lock. A liquid lock, so that way the atmospheres are separated. But I love being able to do this, right? We did it all the way down here. Well, we did that with water, since we knew it wasn't going to be an issue. This is dormant for another 36 cycles, okay. We sent plastic over, cool. Once this is done, I'm going to turn off manual use for now. We don't always want to keep sending stuff. Okay, I just told them not to do that again and again, but that's fine. Let's see. It's not like we don't have enough plastic. Yeah. Let's just pause this for a second. Let's go to plastic ladders. Oh. Well, that makes me feel awkward. Oops. That's fine. We'll just do this and fix it on this side first. And then when that's done, we will remove the extra ladder. Alright. That does a couple things for us. It gives them something to do. Let's do power, plumbing, not plumbing, manual generator, 1, 2. I know I don't really need to be doing this, but it will allow the duplicates to do something and not be idle. No, don't do that. No. Okay, so we're gonna have one here, one here. There we go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is use deodorizers. One here, one here, one here, and here. One there, and get rid of this ladder, and we'll put one right there as well. It's just temporary. I don't really need to have it added to this network, right? I think this is just fine. Perfect. Okay. So all the water that was in here is just sitting. Now we can do this. Right? And actually, we can just do all buildings, everything in here. Goodbye. Including the door. Right, we're not getting rid of anything power related. Yeah. Right, and then liquid. That's why we didn't get rid of everything. Ventilation? Nothing. Okay. And then Wheezewort is here. Let's see, is everything cooling down? It is. A little bit at a time, but you can't expect stuff to just magically change right away. Let's put another Wheezewort right here, because it's a little toasty. A little toasty. This is great. I really appreciate that suggestion of adding the Wheezeworts here to help keep the area cold. And then we haven't had any... Priority 9. There we go. No, don't put that. Empty. Deliver suit. Deliver suit. I don't know why these suits have... This is another thing that I would like, why I want to fix the Atmosuit locations and everything, because we keep going up and over and around, and I don't think we should be doing that. In fact, we're going to fix this right now. Being able to go from one side to the next, that makes it so we can't, like, it's a good idea to be able to go from over here to over here, but it messes with the Atmosuits. So that's just something that we have to fix. Alright. Critter starvation. Maybe you should eat something then. That would probably be helpful. Okay, we don't have anything here, so we can get rid of this. That was something that we fixed. I'm going to change this spaghetti for the filter. Not right now, but in the near or not so distant future. But at our if we look at our progress, all of this was really warm before, and it was making everything melt. And now, with the changes that we did, it's keeping everything nice and cool. The only thing that has more is this up here, coming right out of the area. Okay. This was done. Let's see. So it's got polluted water and brine available. We let the brine come out. Now we need them to... Let's just put this as a 9 so that they can do that right away. There we go. And then is this dormant yet? It is not dormant. It'll be dormant in 2.1 cycles. We aren't doing anything with the brine in here right now. We got rid of all this extra pipe. That's what everybody was doing, was getting rid of the extras, right? So let's remove that. We'll need it later. Right now we aren't using it as much. We wanted to fill up this more, which we did. Okay, but then we accidentally broke a lot of other stuff. Whoopsie! There we go. That should fix it. Can they reach this? They cannot reach that. Okay, that would be helpful. Oh, there's a lot of brine over here. Let's, that was a big oopsie. We weren't supposed to do that. Alright. So, we do have some liquid in here. We'll need a little bit more. And then... Honestly, we don't need an Atmosuit or a transit tube over here, because we don't want them going from one area to the next. So, building only. Down, out. Yeah, I don't think we need this transit tube going as far as we do. This is almost ready. We have over 1,000 in the middle, but we need more. Okay, let's see here. Maybe we do fix this spaghetti, because this is crazy. It's a little extra, isn't it? I mean, look at that. It goes all the way across. Nah, we'll be fine. Let's change the priority of this brine so we have water supply, and then let's look at the the stuff up here. Copy settings here. Temperature. Oh yeah, see, it's going down. It's definitely going down. And then this Wheezewort is also next to the radiant gas pipe, cooling down the hydrogen even more. That's super helpful. Okay. We need one of these. Yeah. We don't need this here. This was for the Paku when they were over here. We can get rid of this one as well. Now it won't be as trapped. We need a ladder to get to this up here. Okay, what about the research? How is the research going? Okay. So we're not going to get the orange research right away since we do need to get more of the floppies, but we can still do the rest of the research. In fact, we're just going to click on this one, and then it's going to do everything on the list, and it'll keep them busy. Let's look at this. We have a lot of skill points that we could distribute if we really wanted to, but we don't. It's not necessity. I'm just adding other capable researchers to the list. Wow, this is looking fantastic. I feel like this has been one of my favorite runs that I've ever done because everything is tying together very well. Let's do one of these and one of these. We're gonna do the same thing. 1, 2. There we go. What's going to be really fun is when we do a volcano tamer, because we need a continuous source of igneous rock for the hatches, right? And that's probably only going to happen if we tame 1, because there's 1 right here, 2 right there, and 3 right here. And then we know, let's look at the temperature. That's a volcano. You can just tell by looking at it. Alright, let's go back here. A shine nymph is the route we're going to go. Okay, let's take a look at the other asteroid and make sure they're still alive and doing well. It looks like they are. Let's see, to make a plastic building, do you need to have... like a building? Like a construction, like a better ability to do constructing? That might be the case, and I'm not sure. Okay. Still, looks good. Is brine being pumped? It is, and we are getting our full amount of water. It is getting refilled. Let's check out the temperature. Oh yeah, see? This is way better than it was prior. Let's turn off the auto bottlers, and we can actually get rid of those too. Okay, now let's take a look at the temperature over here. Now that we have 2 Wheezeworts, it's even further allowing the temperature to drop. What I should do... Okay, they're all running. Is it backing up at all? Okay, the hydrogen is backing up, it's just not very much. So... Here's what I want to do. I want to go here, and then I want to change radiant gas pipe. Let's do gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just right next to the Wheezeworts. That'll help cool it off. I could even put it on here. That might be a good idea. We'll do it all the way across the board. How about that? Because we don't want this to get too hot, right? This is plastic. It'll melt. We don't want any of that. So we'll do ventilation, radiant gas pipe, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's not where we want it. We want it over to smidge. We want 1, 2, 3. Just those 3, right next to the Wheezewort. This is a good test to see how well it gets distributed. Like, it's going to come out of there at 32, 52, and 60. It'll be a very good test to see how well the temperature drops. Okay. Germs are in 1. Germs are in 2. Wonder if we need to change this at all. Maybe I will set it up differently since we have it up here, and we can, when we consolidate more and more of this stuff, probably do that and make it look nicer, etc. So much barbecue. Oh my gosh. 546,000 calories of barbecue. That million number is going to be great. Can't wait to get there. Alright, that liquid lock was just the right amount, if not a little bit too much. Okay, that's good. Let's go Wheezewort. Let's change you here. Alright, so hydrogen is at 56 degrees Fahrenheit. No, not Fahrenheit. Celsius. We're dropping... Oh yeah. Dropping quite a bit. So we just gotta give that time and then that'll work. They'll have to do this one manually, which is okay. Alright, let's go back over here. Let's check out how this has been doing. We haven't looked at it in a while. 112 degrees inside of this. Everything seems to be okay. This water is dropping steadily. Again, I think that part of the problem is we used gold here, and a better material to swap over the heat transfer would probably be more efficient, like steel or anything really, because gold has a lower heat capacity and what's the other one? Thermal conductivity is 60 as refined gold. What is okay, thermal is 60 as well. Well then, hold on. Let's go here and then let's change it to... What are we changing this to? Steel has, it's the same thermal conductivity. No, it's less. Okay. Heat capacity is 0.49. 0.129, right? Okay. 0.49 on steel. So this is not a very good transfer of heat. If we look at the granite behind it, it's 3. No, it's at 0.79. We'll need to just keep an eye on it. I'm not going to make any changes. I just think that we need to be wary. Is all. let's get rid of buildings, these buildings here, and put those away, just like that. Right? Lots of maintenance in this one, but that's okay. I'd rather show everything and not allow any mishaps, right? The whole point is for everyone to learn. This is going to trigger myself and other people. I can already see it happening. Let's just do this for now. Actually, yeah, we'll get rid of it and put one on the same level. All right, let's take a look at the temperature again, and look at that. Dropping nicely. Okay, so this one is coming out at 53.7 degrees. If we follow it over and over and over, 55.7, and then go over 1, it's dropping about 10 degrees just from that one radiant. Well, maybe. Oh, that's a regular gas pipe. We need to fix that. There we go. We don't want any of this to be regular gas pipe. We want it to flip-flop. We want it to be something else. Okay. So... now what we're doing is... look at all this chlorine. It is all over the place. Let's change the priority of this to an 8. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. Okay, what's the temperature of this stuff down here? Is it going down? Okay, so 57, 58, okay. It is going down. It's not drastic, but it is going down. Okay, why is this output pipe not going into the input? No gas intake. Yeah, you don't have to have an intake though. That's weird, right? Output into input. Okay, that is the weirdest thing ever. It would not send anything unless there's an input. That is so bizarre. But I'm okay with it. Okay, how is this looking? Everything's looking pretty good in here, actually. All that gross oxygen is getting taken care of. What's in here? Ethanol. Okay. Probably don't need more ethanol. It's probably okay how it is. Right, all this is moving into the other one. And then there's not a ton in here, but there's enough to pump it out if we wanted to. Let's actually do that. Let's go. We're doing a lot better on the amount of materials that we have to use. This is working. This is working like it should. It's not giving us a crazy amount of power, but it's working. Right, if we look at the temperature, it's at 125 on some of it. It's probably not super efficient, but that's okay. Again, the whole point of this was to create a deep freezer, which we have. Let's look at that achievement that we have as well. So there's one that says we need to drop something down to 6 Kelvin, I believe. There it is. So 177k Kelvin right now. We need to drop that down to 6. That's great. I'm sure it'll be something like this. Like, we'll have to do a nice loop. It'll need to be inside something. Look at that. Providing enough power. Let's see, has this one started with the power yet? No, the temperature is not there yet. We're at 115 degrees, so this needs to be running a little bit more. Let's do... Oh, wait. We can't do that, otherwise... Wait, we can. Never mind. There we go. Let's get some material back. Okay, now we have a bunch of idleness again, which instead of being idle, we should be... Can we not make it over here? What is the deal? Oh, this is open again. Go up and over. There we go. Maybe we can't reach for some reason. Oh, there's no way to get up and over, I see. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at the temperature again. See, this is steadily going down. And this area is even cooling off a little bit. It was all orange and now it's not. That's probably just from this one Wheezewort, which I find fascinating that they're so effective at cooling things. These are a game changer entirely, which I love having Wheezeworts. And that's why anytime I find them in the printing pod, I always grab them. Okay, what else are we doing here? We are going to do this. Let's get rid of, not get rid of, but mine away some of this, right? See what's the temperature difference? Okay, so this is the same. So the only thing that we're going to be doing is changing this so that way they don't mix too much. Actually, you know what we could do? We could throw another airflow tile right here and let all of the carbon dioxide flow. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll just make it nice all the way across. Can they reach all this? They can. There we go. Need to go one higher. Apparently this is unreachable, which doesn't make really much sense. Since they have this ladder, they can jump here, 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 here. Alright. We don't want to open this up all of the way. There's crude oil down here. Negative 40.1. 2.0 on the thermal conductivity. Wow. That is pretty nice, actually. I wonder if there's more oil down here. Yeah, oil is gonna be nice to have. Great, great, great. So we have some oil. We don't have a ton, but too much liquid. Okay, all right. There we go. There's sucrose here? No, no sucrose. We're giving them stuff to do. New printables are available. More seeds. Okay. We don't need to pick any of this up anymore. We have auto harvest on all of these. Well, there's only a couple left. Whoops. Alright, how is the temperature looking again? It's looking pretty good. This stuff is going down pretty fast, actually. We might... Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna add more. Same thing here. Yeah, I want this to be automated. I don't want to have them go through and have to provide the store. All I want is them to provide the storage at the start, and then that's it. Let's mop this up. I don't like soggy feet. Well, I don't like soggy feet. Do you like soggy feet? Alright, let's copy the settings here. Because we have... I think we have 5 wart seeds. Had 5 wart seeds. Let's just double check we got rid of them all. Yes, we did. Good. Good, good, good. This is overpressurizing. This water is super hot. Let's look at the status. 92.8. Oh man. So we check this out. Yeah, that's pretty hot. We might send all this water into this pool. That way it cools it all off. Like, look at how cold that is. It's negatives, and it's in the negatives right now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just send it in there. That way it can either freeze, or we can just... ooh, that's insulated. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense as to why it's insulated. So we need to go up and over... No? How much do we have left? Yeah, we have quite a bit left. Granite. There we go. And then we need a bridge. Perfect. This is just to drop off all of that hot liquid. Okay, we're not using this anymore. We give us some of our materials back, right? That's what we want to do. Let's check the base, okay? So it's pretty warm over here. We will be cutting this off with some insulated tiles. Mechanized airlock with iron or copper. I mean, it's not going to go past this, but I don't want it all to get super hot. So we're going to add a double layer like so. And I guess we could really move the cooking anywhere because of the shipping, right? We could just ship everything right here. if we wanted to. But there's a lot of work that we have to put into this in order to make that work, right? Like we'd need to put something over here, or we would need to pretty much provide I want to provide a closer location so we aren't running all over the entire asteroid to do things. Let's take a look at the other one. So I think one of the things I'd like to do is send a... What do I want to send? I want to send a rancher over here so we can tame the plug slugs. We need to tame the slicksters as well. And what do they eat? Their diet is carbon dioxide. Okay. That's simple. If we could get a slickster, we could probably tame them on the other asteroid. Yeah, we're gonna let's work on that. Let's what are we gonna do? We are going to see how hot it is first. It is scorching hot. Okay, what is their temperature they need to live in? It is properties. No. Let's click on the database. Comfort is 50 degrees to 140. And the livable range is 35 to 160. So if we go back to the other asteroid, if we want to put them somewhere, it's probably going to be down in this region because of how it's warmer down here, right? It's 37.8 degrees because this is too cold, right? And we are keeping it nice and chilly. Oh, this is getting really hot though. So what we should do, let's actually let's get rid of that. Let the oxygen condense down below. And then we will close this off entirely. Why would you do that to yourself? We watched it happen. Yeah, I bet you are idle. Not able to do anything up there. But it is getting really warm up here, so we will transfer this heat. Hopefully by dropping it in here, then everything will get warm. I think if we transferred the heat and dropped it off would probably be the best. So maybe if we went up here, we have this carbon dioxide coming down all the way, and it's at 29 degrees. What happens to the carbon dioxide? How hot is the melting point? No, that's the gas pipe. Let's look at the carbon dioxide over here. And that's it. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do radiant gas pipe. We're going to use some gold. We're going to oh, that's great. Okay. Then we want to take sandstone. So we're going to try and heat transfer that with the colder carbon dioxide, right? And then we're going to drop it in this direction. We're going to go down. It doesn't even have to be this far down. We're just going to do that for ourselves. We're going to do the same thing. Is that all sandstone? It is. We're going to need some more sandstone. go. So what we're doing here is we are preparing for the area that we want the slicksters in, right? We want the slicksters to be in a really warm atmosphere, to be comfortable, so we can tame them for two reasons. One, they provide oil, right? And then with the oil, we can use that as a better source of what am I thinking of here? We can use them as a better source of coolant, or we can do a couple other things with oil. We won't really get into that right now, but getting slicksters here is a good priority to have. In addition to closing off the base, consolidating the base, moving things around, that kind of thing. That's what we're going to work towards in the next couple of episodes. We're going to work on efficiency, work on how things are running on the main asteroid, and then still get towards the achievements, right? Because we don't have many left for the base game. So that's why we're going towards slicksters, right? We need to tame a slickster. We need to find gassy moose, so that requires us to fly a rocket. And we need to reduce a building to 6 Kelvin, right? So these are just things that we can keep pushing towards since we have a lot of these main ones done. Job sustainability, we won't get to this one for a while. And we won't get easy living until we have automation in a lot more places. We'll find an asteroid that has that later on. We haven't found one yet where they drop meteors, but okay, folks, we're gonna slow it down right here. Please let me know how you think I'm doing with this run. If there are suggestions, I have been taking them into consideration 90 to 100% of the time because they make complete sense. Like the liquid lock coming right out of the Atmosuit area, that just makes sense to me. We're gonna do that in other locations as well once we consolidate the base a little bit more. The other one was the Wheezeworts. Like, I honestly don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. It's such a good idea to have those out and about. And again, a lot of this stuff might seem like common sense. It's just we have a lot going on, and I overthink things most of the time anyways. So that tends to happen in games where there are a million different types of tasks. So anyways, that's it, folks. I hope you have a great day. We will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.